Alright, hi, and welcome to the Shark Stream. My name is Gage, aka Acid Shark. Boy howdy, is it ever Tuesday. Raise your hand if you think Travis deserves other fursuits. I mean, I can't really like, there's a setting in VC Face that I can raise my hands up, but like it does both of them, so I would just be kind of like sticking my hands like straight up in this guy, and they'd be rotating at the shoulders in a weird way. We're not going to worry about that right now. Welcome to the Shark Stream. My name is Gage, aka Acid Shark. Today is July 7th, 2026. Hello, Kale. And we're here to play Silent Hill Origins. Now, in the time since we last convened, since Saturday, stuff has happened. Not all of it good. We're not gonna get into all of the details. Chances are, if you know the bad news, if there's bad news, you've probably heard about it. In all likelihood, I have a fucked up fingernail, and it's bugging the hell out of me because it keeps snagging on shit. What was I talking about? If there was bad news, you've probably heard it already. So I won't. We're not gonna worry about a lot of that stuff. There are a few things that I do want to talk about today. I have created a list. First and foremost, Double Fine and Compulsion Games are now independent studios. In addition, Microsoft is working on selling, I believe, Ninja Theory and the guys what made State of Decay. And then they are also in talks with the French government about Arcane Lyon. And what's going to be done with that studio. Shit's a little fucked, but there's a lot of people who are at the very least happy that Double Fine and Compulsion are once again not beholden to any sort of like larger corporate entity and got to keep all their IP, which is good. That is a good thing. I'm not sure what the future has in store for Ninja Theory or the State of Decay guys. I'm hoping for all the best for both of them, because boy howdy, I would really like to be able to play Senua on stream again. I was so excited for Senua's Saga, and then they announced the third Senua game, because I really liked Senua's Sacrifice. And I was just like, oh, I wanna... We can buy South of Midnight without violating boycott. Yeah, I still can't do that whole full series playthrough of Gears of War that I planned. Which does suck. I got new art for that and everything. That was a very devastating kind of blow to me. I got to use that art for stuff though, so that could have been worse. So I guess look forward to me eventually streaming Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2. So that'll be nice. What else going on? Hellblade Revival has started going up for sale for pre-order. I'm gonna be playing that. I should probably watch Hellraiser. It's Hellraiser. I should probably watch Hellraiser before I play that game. Never seen it. Never seen a Hellraiser. Here's the thing. I tend to skip out on slasher stuff, kind of in general. I don't think Hellraiser is strictly a slasher series, though I do know it's pretty gore heavy. That being said, I have gotten through all of the Saw movies at this point, so maybe it'd be fine. It's a movie from the 80s. How much worse can it be than, like, modern Saw, you know? Plus, Clive Barker's a real one. I do want to play Hellraiser Revival on stream, just because, like, the idea of... I gotta make a gross noise real quick, 1 second. The idea that they took... the idea that they took a classic horror property and were like, hey, let's just make a survival horror game. Instead of being like, hey, let's make an asymmetrical PvP multiplayer game. It's... Oh, that's refreshing. Thank you. I'm pretty sure this is the same team that made, like, the side-scrolling arcade beat-em-ups for, Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead. As part of, like, the Retro Realms package. So, I mean, like, they're fucking doing God's work. Man, I love beat-em-ups. Those are fine. I wouldn't dissuade you from buying Retro Realms. They're pretty simple, though, and it seems like they had a lot more planned for those. But I guess just, I don't know if it just, like, didn't do well financially or what, but it's just never got anything beyond the Halloween one and the Ash vs. Evil Dead one, which is a shame. I haven't played those. I mean, in general, not everything can be Shredder's Revenge. Oh, yeah, no, it's not like a multiplayer thing. It's kind of like a arcade platformer beat 'em up, is how I would probably describe it. I'd recommend it, I think. At least giving it a try. But yeah. Hellraiser Revival coming out in October. I'll probably try Subspace Emissary, like, kind of, honestly. That's probably going to be one of my big ones for October. Probably once I have gotten through Silent Hill Townfall and Control Resident, we'll probably be looking at Hellraiser Revival. Maybe not, like, in, like, Blitz format, but, like, maybe, like, once we go back to our standard weekly rotation, and I finish, Resident Evil 5, we pivot to Hellraiser for, Friday streams. So yeah, that's neat. In adjacent horror news, so, Backrooms. Right? Everybody loved Backrooms. Backrooms, we were good. Good movie. A+ job, you guys. A+ job, Kane Parsons. Love the shit he said about generative AI. Because fuck generative AI. A big thing that came out following the success of Backrooms was the fact that Hollywood was starting to look to the internet for movie concepts in terms of, like, online fiction, copy pasta, etc., etc. We've gotten a few inklings of what might be going on there. There is rumors of a Mandela catalog movie, which should be interesting, I guess. Natalie knows a little bit more about Mandela Catalog than I do. But from what I understand, it's some fucking unsettling shit. But the other thing that came out recently is that... It didn't come out recently. I mean, the news broke recently. Is that VHS would be doing a new one of their little short film anthologies based around SCP. SCP, I believe we got into a little bit of that when we were playing Anno Mutationum, given that game started out as being tied to using elements of the SCP universe before they had to file the serial numbers off, I assume for legal reasons. But essentially what it is that it was going to be framed as, like, file footage, unredacted stuff, etc., etc., I knew about Anno, but did not know that it was SCP. Neat. Yeah, the earliest trailers for Anno Mutationem used the SCP Wiki branding, even. And there's a few things in there. There's the extremely hard to kill lizard as a boss. There is an NPC who is a monkey wearing an amulet. If you know anything about like sort of general SCP lore, that should set off some recognition in your head. Hate that fucking lizard. Bunch of other stuff, so when I saw the news about like, oh, they're doing VHS SCP, I'm just like, oh, cool. I wonder what they're going to adapt, because like, but angrily. I wonder what they're going to adapt, because like there's a lot of like really good SCP stuff, and I don't even necessarily just mean like the classics, you know? Like, you know, there's 173, there's 682 is the lizard, obviously. 087, the staircase. The Shy Guy is a personal favorite of mine. The Plague Doctor. There's other ones. In terms of like, God, the last time that I like delved into like SCP stuff, I think one of the more recent ones was SCP-3000, which was an interesting sort of like Fae treatment kind of SCP that has like a really, really cool writing gimmick in it. Where, due to the fact that it is dealing with the Fae, one of the things that it has to do is it has to refer to people, places, and individuals with different names every time it refers to them. It's neat. It's neat as hell. There's all the Montauk stuff, of course. Just like a lot of really cool shit. And then apparently it came out that a lot of the major contributors to the SCP Wiki mentioned that, like, yeah, nobody's been contacted about this. I guess it was the first a lot of them had been hearing about it. Now, I don't know if this just means, like, that's concerning, to be sure. I don't know if this is just a situation of, like, this is just something that they are planning and they have not reached out to anybody in particular yet. Or if this is one of those things where they're just like, oh, it's fiction on the internet. It's a collaborative effort, so nobody technically owns it, so we can just do what we want sort of thing. Or if there's a couple... The we can do what we want approach to it is kind of like the worst case scenario. The better case scenarios would be we worked out a deal for like the concept and branding to use it for this movie, and we're going to do wholly original concepts set within like the framework of SCP, or it's in pre-production. They haven't quite, because it is an anthology film. Like, they do work with several different directors. It could potentially be that the directors working on it are going to reach out individually to those people that are going to be, like, who are the ones that, like, wrote the stories being adapted, if they are adapting stories. I don't know. There's the possibility it's too early in production for them to have actually reached out to like individuals yet, and this was mainly just kind of like a branding thing, etc., so on and so forth. Regardless, there's worst case scenario, and then there's better case scenarios. So, yeah, bracing for that. I hope it turns out fine. I hope everything is on the up and up. I hope it's all kosher. And I hope nobody gets burned on this, because like one of the best things about Backrooms was the fact that they did in fact have someone who was very well established, very influential in that space, working on the movie in such a major capacity. What am I doing? I don't have any keys. I did flush that toilet. Did I get that key already? Hold on. Thinking. Hold on. We did get the key from the East Pipe Room. I forget specifically. Okay. I'm noticing here there is an entire hallway on the second floor that we have not tried accessing. Okay, I got an idea. Oh, Backrooms had one of the OGs as the director. Yeah. Like, Kane Parsons wasn't, like, the first person to do anything with the Backrooms. Obviously, like, I don't think we don't know, as far as I'm aware. Oh, wait, right, hold on. Forgot about the first duty for a moment. This is just what it's like looking for panel rooms at AnthroCon. True. I imagine. Never been. Let's, I should take this off. Okay, there we go. And this emulator is struggling. Assets not showing up I can deal with, honestly. I don't necessarily mind that. I'm gonna go for the archive. There's a few doors that it says we haven't done here, and I'm wondering, is that because I don't have... Ow, fuck. Is that because they're inaccessible entirely? No. Okay. Okay. So those ones are. What about that director's office? Excuse me, guys. Lock's broken. Okay. TB ward might just be inaccessible because... Nope, it's not. There's a door right here, and lock's broken. Okay. So I want to get... I want to see if I can get into that hallway. There's a storage room there. Okay, I'm thinking. I'm in trouble. Ow. Excuse me. I'm trying not to be too kill happy, because, like, I don't want to, like, risk getting the bad ending just because I wanted to clear out all the monsters. But yeah, like, obviously with Backrooms, because it was a 4chan post, we don't really have a way of knowing specifically who it was that created the initial idea. There's a boiler room I apparently haven't gone to. That entire hallway, in fact, is just, like, completely unexplored by me. And this is something that, like, I'm pretty sure I talked about this before with regards to Backrooms, where it's just like, Backrooms is not the original liminal space, but Ken's videos popularized enough. No, true. And I think I've talked about this on here before, but, like, and I'm a little bit guilty of this myself, of, like, the idea of, like, wanting, like, a quote-unquote pure version of the Backrooms, where it's just like, no, you guys don't understand, like, what the horror of, like, a liminal space should be. And it's like, there is some of that, but what's important to remember is that there was never a pure version of the Backrooms that didn't, like, imply, like, scary monsters around every corner, you know? Like, even going all the way back to, like, the original 4chan post that, like, inspired, like, the whole thing, even it has implications of scary monsters. So, like, despite the fact that I was just like, oh, but are they going to make it, like, a scary monster thing? And it's just like, yes, they are. Because, quite honestly, that's just what the Backrooms is. Like, there has never been a pure, like, unsullied version of it. To pretend otherwise is folly. And will have you chasing a half-remembered version of something that does not exist, hilariously enough. Hello, Opal. Welcome. Both John and I, Paul Wolf, there's an alternate reality where one of the actors looks at the camera and says, we have to kill the Backrooms. Bow wowdy. You workshopping that? That's pretty good. That's solid. Like, I'd give that, like, a high B, maybe a low B+. Fuck my life. God damn it. Okay. I thought maybe that was the answer. At this point, I am basically just trying, like, any doors that it's not, like, that I'm not, like, listed as having done already. You've heard it before, but you mean it? I do. Solid bit. Solid bit. Okay, this is, in fact, an area I have not been to yet. Cool. Fucked up looking door. Lock's broken. Cool. Awesome. That's just great. Okay. Oh, God. You know what would have been nice is if I only had one version of the fucking place to explore. But sadly, this is not the reality that we inhabit. Hey, remember the prison from Silent Hill 2? What if it was worse and also bigger and there's two of them? Yeah, no kidding. But, like, I was talking about this in the Catpull server, where it's just, like, part of the reason that... Like, Kane Parsons being involved in Backrooms, like, at all, let alone as the director, is a huge reason that movie was as good as it was. Like, when you have someone so heavily involved who, like, knows the thing that you're doing, like the thing that you're making, and knows what makes it good and what works for it, like, that's huge. Like, sort of like a classic comparison would be a lot of, like, Slender Mythos stuff, right? And I'm not just talking about, like, the 2018 Slender Man movie, which is dog shit. It is just awful, to be clear. But, like, the other sort of, like, big point of comparison that I would say would probably be Always Watching, A Marble Hornets Story. If you've never heard of this, there was, in fact, a feature-length Marble Hornets movie. The entire idea was that it is set within the universe of the original series of Marble Hornets. And where did I want to go here? I want to head for the stairs. It was set within the original series of Marble Hornets. The idea is just, like, a guy buys... Like... It's revealed at the end that the whole thing is kicked off by, like, this dude, like, buying, like, a bunch of tapes from, like, a college student that is just like, we'll just record over it. It's not that big a deal. With the implication that it's, like, Alex Crayley's tapes. But it kicks off this whole thing with, like, you know, standard Slender Marble Hornets shit. Doug Jones plays Slender Man, or rather, Doug Jones plays the Operator, who isn't explicitly Slender Man, but is very Slender Man-esque. And it is a damn shame that we got Doug Jones playing Slender Man, and the movie is trash. Like, that feels like it is the start of a slam dunk concept. And yet... but other than sort of just kind of, like, giving the blessing to, like, use the, like, branding and everything, the Marble Hornets guys were not really involved with that film. As a result, it sucks ass. Anything else down here that I want to check before I make my way over to try and... Okay. No, I think I'm going to try and get to the West Wing. Okay, calm down, Travis. But all in all, that's just kind of why I feel like the idea that if they do want to adapt like classic SCP stories, I do hope that ultimately they reach out to the original... What on earth? Okay, weird. I do hope that they reach out to the original authors of those stories. If not to have them work on it, then at the very least, like, to properly credit and or compensate. And I say and or, but like credit and compensate them for those stories. I'm trying to think what the weirdest SCP pull they could do for VHS SCP would be. I think maybe it would be Gamers Against Weed. The beat that hates. The Critical Tomatoes. I want a short film about the Critical Tomatoes, goddammit. That would be so fucking good. God, there's... Or, like, some of the joke ones would probably be pretty good, too. Like, I'm thinking about, the weirdest SCP they could do a short film about that doesn't belong in Control. Some of the joke ones would be pretty funny, too. Like, there's the one about, like, the object that makes you procrastinate. Or, like, God, there's one where it's just, like, the most, like, generic, like, world-ending SCP, like, the author could possibly think of, and, like, the transcript between scientists is one of them, like, freaking out, just like, why aren't you guys taking this seriously? And the other guys are like, critiquing it on, like, from, like, a narrative and, like, conceptual standpoint. I think maybe the reason I didn't do much over here is because there really isn't. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. I love the ones where the Foundation's either making jokes of why don't we throw this in 682 and see what happens. Yeah! That's always good. That's always a good time. Okay, this seems promising. This is actually going somewhere. Ooh. This is a corner of the sanitarium I haven't been yet. Or I think it's 5031, yet another murder monster. I'm trying to think about like some of the joke ones that I've been... What about Skulldog and making a furry romance movie? Oh, God. I don't... Look. I can't even imagine what would be unleashed if they attempted to fucking adapt Mallow. I'm gonna be entirely honest. Like, that is... I don't know, man. There's a non-zero chance of reminding everyone that Mallow is not, in fact, a big titty neat girlfriend. Alternatively, they could lean into that. God, there's a really good artist I follow, Stedelnick, who has this whole like ongoing storyline about a extremely tired guy who is being haunted by a girl who was like murdered in the 80s, and she is his girlfriend. And there's a couple comics where it's just like the two of them plus Mallow, but Mallow is talking like a Zoomer, and it's like it's it's causing friction because the ghost girlfriend doesn't understand any of her references because she's from the 80s. Oh, this sounds awful. Yeah, Stedelnick. It's Stedilnik. Does a lot of other great art. Some really good Fallout stuff. It's also all furry art, by the way, for the record. Oh yeah, I love Stedelnick, but don't follow them. Yeah, there's... Oh, God. I wish I... Okay, it looks like that door is accessible, because he's looking at it. Oh, hold up. All that stuff rules. Yeah. I like the Shark Maid. The Shark Maid might be my favorite. Surprising fucking no one. Sharkmate is good. Yeah. Huh? What? Oh, shit. Sorry, you startled me. Goodness. Male seclusion. Ain't that thing we got some kind of epidemic of? Ooh. There we go. I got a baton. Medications. Do not mess up. Room 1, Trizanthium. Room 2, Nadium. Room 3, Oporium. Room 4, Solorium. Room 5, Nadium. Remember, pills only for patients. I got a razor, bunch of cutting razors, some blood, some bandages. That's not a great sign. Door won't open. It looks warped by heat. The outside is scorched black. Dressmaker's dummy. Perfume bottles. The tops are off, so everything inside evaporated a long time ago. Okay, so before we go further, it's important to remind everybody. So I mentioned this last stream where like there's this entire idea about how like Silent Hill has 3 hospitals and all of them are like mental hospitals and they don't have like a normal fucking hospital. And the Sanitarium, which isn't technically a hospital, but still ended up being a mental hospital within the context of the game, is counted in that. It's important to keep in mind that this is like mid-1900s stuff. Because we're standing here in front of a dressmaker's dummy with a dress on it, and there's a vanity to our right with a bunch of makeup and perfume bottles in the male seclusion ward. It's going to be spelled out in much plainer English in a little bit here, but keep in mind we're talking about like a period of time like closer to the mid 1900s where this sort of thing, yeah, I was gonna make the joke about Travis put the dress on, but oh no, yeah, the door is heavily barred. There are piles of uneaten food. Smells awful. Okay. So this is going to be important, actually. The next room will be left-handed person the teachers couldn't fist fight. Hello, Audrey. Welcome. And yeah, that's the kind of thing that we're sort of like... That's the sort of thing that we are working with here in terms of mental health in the mid-1900s. So, I'm gonna go ahead... So, I'm actually... Oh, God, I got fucking Kung Pao chicken sauce on my goddamn keyboard tray. 1 second. Ugh. I'm gonna go ahead and probably, like, just kind of spell this out here because I'm gonna need to remember all this. So, room 1 is a self-harmer. Room 2... Let's see, that was the one that was scorched black. That is... Pyromaniac... Blue. I need to, like, actually... Hold on. Left-handed people are devil kids. I'm left-handed, by the way. How very sinister of you. 3. Third one was the cross-dresser. Because that's what it's going to come up as later, is cross-dressing. Yellow. 4, I want to say, is just, like, straight-up violent? No, that's violet. Violent. Green. And 5... Eating disorder. Blue. Okay. I don't know, maybe this is the sort of thing they still do in the UK, where the developers of this game are. Alright, so I think we have to go somewhere else to, like, actually, like, do the stuff with the keys themselves. Related to, like, the colors and shit. Male dorm 5. Lock's broken. Male dorm 5. Lock's broken. Oh no, that was male dorm 3. Hold on, I missed the other door for male dorm 5. Maybe that one's open. Male dorm 5. No, it's blocked. Nurse. Oh, nurses. Oh, okay. Never mind. Male dorm 3. It's blocked. Bathroom. Nope. No one can ever go to the bathroom in Silent Hill ever. Why do you have a lightning gun? Don't worry about it. Why don't you? God. Just junk. Sorry, that was so aggressive. It's just rubbish. Oh, it's just rubbish in it. There's an ornate cabinet here with 5 miniature dolls screwed into its top. Take a look. Yes. Hmm. Okay. So you get a red pill. You get a blue pill. Estrogen would have saved them. I mean, same. Why do they make dolls based on the patient? Well, we are in the other world, to be fair. So, they didn't make dolls based on the patients. Silent Hill did. Whatever that means. God forbid a demon have hobbies. Stabby boy over here gets the green pill. And you get a blue pill. Funny key! Oh, I got Dr. Harris key, thank God. Silent Hill demon transphobes, gotcha. Listen, have you seen Dahlia Gillespie? There's no way that bitch ain't a TERF. What? I should leave. Excuse me. The Silent Hill has so many hospitals thing is one of the reasons why I'm okay with the series expanding to other places. Real hard to put more than 3 to 4 games in one town. Lord knows they tried. Like, Silent Hill Downpour being like, oh yeah, we take place in a different part of the town, like, made it at least kind of interesting. Abdalia steps on a Lego while spinning like an idiot. What could it mean if that happened? Ow, fucker. I don't know why these guys sound like a fucking dodgeball when you hit them. I am dying. Especially funny in the downcoming games. I remember one of the more interesting things that I've seen in terms of like fan-made Silent Hill stuff is that there have been people who have like genuinely made an attempt to create like a full map of Silent Hill using like the disparate like chunks that we get in like Silent Hill, Silent Hill 2, in Downpour, in Homecoming, in Origins, just kind of like make a sort of like comprehensive map of what the full town looks like. And it's neat. It's cool. I think it's a fun little exercise trying to figure all that out. Okay. I mean, if Downpour is so wildly different that I believe that it's a complete other town the team was made up. Downpour doesn't actually have a hospital. I think the closest that game has to a hospital within the framework of like a Silent Hill game is probably the orphanage. It does have a funny Donkey Kong minecart ride. Haha, wee. True. It does have that. 100%. Okay, let's see here. I got the Yocasta artifact. The new patient, Helen Grady, arrived today. I was surprised to see how calm and well-behaved she was. After reading her notes, I was worried that she might be something of a handful. The woman is in complete denial and claims no recollection of the incident which saw her committed. Indeed, she has asked repeatedly to be allowed to see her son. I have agreed with her husband that it is best that the boy be kept away from his mother. While there seems little hope for any long-term recovery, I look forward to spending some time with Mrs. Grady. Her condition is most fascinating. Travis's mom. Let me get this drip stand. Travis, bad news. Your mother has hysteria vapors. Okay, pretty straightforward shot. Oh no, not the being a woman mental condition. No, no. She was genuinely kind of nuts. She did try to kill Travis and called him a devil child. Also, no monsters now, by the way. I'm gonna try something here real quick. That still looks pretty good. I might just have like the brightness all the way up because the flashlight is having some trouble. I think it's cool that once you find that last note revealing that it's your mother that was here and that you are the child that has... Your family is the one that's been talked about in all these like previous notes about like incidents and stuff like that. It's neat that it just gives you this like clear walk to the end of this level. I think you have the brightness up because the flashlight is fucking broken. No, it is. And like it doesn't even like look that bad with the brightness all the way up, if I'm being entirely real. Like, I was sort of worried that, like, if I turned the brightness all the way up, it would kind of look like shit, but it looks fine. Not objecting to yet another Yamaoka guitar jam session. True. Oh, we gotta get back to the heavy percussion insects skittering through the fucking music bit. There's a strange depression carved in the door. Looking at it makes my head feel numb. Well, you know what you can stick there? Yocasta artifact. This symbol is made of metal and has the word Yocasta etched in its base. Which could mean nothing. Oh, hey, Lisa.
Lisa? You're here too? Can you see all this stuff? Is it all dark for you too?
It's so sad. They can't do anything for her. She just sits there. She wants her boy so badly.
Who are you talking about?
Damn.
Is the girl inside? Alessa? Is Alessa in there?
No. No! You know who's in there!
I do? What? Huh? Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely, that is. Let's go here. Let's sit here and enjoy the soundscape real quick. So Jocasta was Oedipus's mom, by the way. The dulcet tones of washing machine farting in the basement, volume 5, my favorite. Sorry, I'm trying to eat some more of my food real quick before we head on in there. For our boss fight, you see. Series really fell off after that. Yeah, fell off a cliff. Okay. The sound of my tummy watching my chicky nuggies in the microwave. Oh, hey, a baton. A lot of batons in here. Looks like a house. Why do I feel uneasy when I look at this? Violent, heavy scribbles. This looks strange. This looks Saint Range. What is it? A monster? A child? Both? There's something unsettling about this drawing. This drawing looks strange. Street range. I can't make this one out. This drawing sucks ass. A crayon drawing. Parts of it are scribbled out. It looks like a child's drawing. Pretty sure that one was on the other side? Who drew this? Who drew this? Something disturbing about this picture. Something unsettling about this drawing. And I don't mean the screen tearing. No, that's fine. That part's fine. Nobody cares about that. A crude, childish drawing. Lock's broken. Something blocking it. Okay, calm down. Lock's broken. Something blocking it. Hello? Oh, he looks terrifying.
Mama? Daddy said you were dead. Are you dead?
I'm not dead. Locked away. Out of sight, out of mind, not dead. I asked them to bring my boy to me.
Mama.
Come here, boy. Let Mama take a look at you.
I don't know if I wanted to do that. I see. Travis, your mom's kind of caked up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Mom caked up on a Tuesday night. Tabbed back upon hearing caked up. Yeah, check it out. Kind of a milk, free blog. And we're done. Yay! We killed our mom! MILFs for people who aren't cowards. I'm gonna sneeze real quick. No, I'm not.
This is just like before.
We need more horrorcore baddies. Pog.
What's happening here? That thing, it couldn't have been. Are you making this happen?
Was she supposed to Gmod clip?
Are you doing this?
No, she's supposed to do that. Like, she's supposed to kind of, like, raise up like that. It's...
Wait.
I don't know.
No. Don't go. I need to know.
Girona. Oh, no, like, we're just going, okay. Alright, let's fucking leave. Not yet. There's something on the table back there. What? There is? Do you see something on the table? Where is it? Over here? Over there? There it is! I got a theater ticket. I might sneeze again. Well, sneeze for the first time, because I didn't actually sneeze the first time. Well, it wasn't the first time. It's a theater ticket. Tell me about the theater ticket. What can you tell me about the Reapers? Oh, hold on. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at some of these. Let's say lucky quarter. I've had this quarter since I was a kid, from when my parents died. It's kind of a lucky charm. It has something scratched into it. Looks like 61. Future piece. A tetrahedron with the word future engraved on its side. Feels heavier than it looks. The past piece. A tetrahedron with the word past engraved on its side. Feels heavier than it looks. 7. A ticket for the Artaud Theater. A faded yellow theater ticket admits one to The Tempest. Alright. Now it's unlocked. Oh, a running car. Maybe I can get out of here. Lumberyard key. Can I get in the car? Can I get it? Yeah. Man, this sucks. There's a dog driving. He gets a license. Okay. So, for no particular reason, it's time for us to go to the theater. Why? Oh, fuck it. We found a ticket. That's about as much reason as anything. Once again, we run up into the issue of, like, Travis really doesn't have a reason to stick around. I'm going the completely wrong direction. The game literally wouldn't let you progress. Exactly. Like, Travis does not have a reason to stick around in Silent Hill, realistically speaking. Someone told him Alessa was dead. Like, okay. Let me rephrase that. The game does a bad job of expressing the reason why Travis needs to remain in Silent Hill. It starts out with him wanting to find out what happened to Alessa after the events of her house burning down. And then just from there, like, there's no, like, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no, it's like, there's nothing that, like, strengthens, I guess? How to put this? So, personal impetus, I guess, like, you think about, like, previous Silent Hill protagonists, like, Harry was looking for Cheryl. James was looking for Mary. He also was suicidal, but James was looking for Mary. Heather is, for the first half of the game, just trying to get home. Second half of the game, out for revenge. Henry is trapped in his apartment, and the various worlds that he can crawl to through the hole in the wall are the only way that he can seem to get out of his apartment. So he doesn't really have much of a choice beyond that. Even going into, like, you know, future stuff where it's just like Homecoming, Alex is looking for Josh. Downpour is probably the best kind of like one-to-one here, where it's just like Downpour like really, really hammers home the fact that despite the fact that Murphy is trying to leave for huge parts of that game, the town is stopping him from doing so. Like, they really hammer that home. There are multiple moments in that game where it's just like, okay, I have found a way out of this. And then something happens that sets him back. With Origins, there's no, like, moment where Travis is just like, okay, maybe I should just go, only for them to just be like, no, you can't. There is more here for you to see. Dude, they hammer it so hard of this is your punishment, Murph. Yeah, no, 100%. Travis just kind of does things. Like, again, you think about, like, what our sort of, like, point A to point B is here. I wouldn't even necessarily, for some entries in Silent Hill, there's a bit of dream logic being worked on, where it's just like, okay, this happened, so clearly we need to do this next. James is constantly remembering places that he should try. Like, the entire first part of Silent Hill 2 is James trying to get to the park, because that's the first place that he thinks of that is his and Mary's special place. Then when he gets there, he's just like, oh, wait, no, I guess it wasn't. And then after that, getting to the next level, which is the hospital, is all about chasing Laura. And then once you're out of the hospital, you're chasing Laura again. And from there, it's a combination of following after Laura, trying to save Maria, remembering that, like, oh yeah, this was actually our special place, etc., etc. Silent Hill 1 is, like, goes even harder on that with, like, dream logic shenanigans, where it's just like you find your kid's drawing book that says that they went to the school, so we might as well try the school. The Silent Hill movie did this as well, where it's just like, and in the movie, Rose picks up on this very quickly, where it's just like, okay, I found a piece of a key to a hotel when I was searching for my daughter in the school, which I thought was where she went first, because I found a crayon drawing of hers that seemed to imply that the school was important. So I can only assume that the next place I should check is probably the hotel. Silent Hill Origins doesn't even necessarily have that, where it's just like, after you find out that, like, oh, Alessa Gillespie died, like, okay, you have Kaufman saying, like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, followed by Lisa being like, oh yeah, that poor girl died, and it's just like, okay, there was a moment there where, like, they could have reinforced, like, oh, hey, it's kind of weird that, you know, this guy told us one thing, she's telling us another thing, maybe we should follow up on that, maybe it would be a good idea to follow her to see. I heard something downstairs, sorry. Maybe it'd be a good idea to follow her to see if we can get some more answers. But they don't even really do that. It's just she mentions needing to get to the sanitarium, and then Travis is just like, guess I'll fucking go to the sanitarium, I suppose. And then we finish the sanitarium, and it's just like, okay, we found a monstrous version of our mother. That's a little odd. Maybe, and it's just like, maybe we should get out of here. No, we can't, because we found a ticket for Arto Theater. which I guess means we need to go to the theater next. Like, there isn't a moment that reinforces what kind of logic Travis is working off of. It's just, somebody mentioned this thing, you found this item, get going, idiot. You know? Like, there's a bit in, like, the UFO ending where he's just like, have you seen my truck? And it's just like, okay, if it was a question of needing to find Travis's truck, I would maybe get that. Does it circle back to around to he doesn't even think about leaving because he's so fucked up? Or there's not even necessarily that, because, like, we don't really get a sense for who Travis is as a person necessarily. Like, the most we get is that conversation between him and his fellow trucker, like, in the beginning, where, spoiler alert, there's the moment where, like, the radio shits out, and we don't quite hear what the guy says, but he mentions that Travis is apparently always going on about how his parents disappeared when he was a kid and he doesn't remember how or why. Which is supposed to be what then launches us into, like, the psychological half of this game's plot, where it's not just about setting up Alessa going into Silent Hill 1. It's also going over, like, the specific psychological damage Travis has for everything that happened to him as a child. Which the only impetus we have for that, outside of what we find in the various levels, is that single conversation in the beginning. Like, that's the only... And, like, even then, it censors itself so that it, like, preserves the mystery. And it's just like, okay, so, like, let's say that wasn't there. Let's say, for example, that opening, like, exchange between Travis and his trucker buddy wasn't in the game. Cut it out entirely. It then becomes even weirder when we get to the sanitarium and suddenly it's like going over this entire story about this woman who tried to kill her child and this kid that managed to sneak past everybody and get to the female seclusion ward, only to then reveal, oh, Travis, it was your mom. It's just like, why? And that's the part, that's one of the issues in this game, is that its core mysteries that it seems to want to have are very poorly conveyed. It's the motivations of its protagonist are not particularly well established in terms of, like, why he's doing any of this, why he's even trying to stay in the town, why he's not trying to just fucking leave. Anyways, it's an alright game. Fucker. Literally the most interesting thing is that he just walks past an easy way to just fucking leave. Assuming that he would have even been able to use that car to begin with. Travis got this weird shit where he only know how to drive truck. He only have license for truck, cannot drive normal car. Love that your excuse just shooting the lying man in the balls. No, that's a straight jacket, not a lying man. Oh shit. No, fuck off, Carrion. Turn to the left. Okay, bye guys. Actually, hold on. I have 4 energy drinks, I'll use one. Because fuck these guys. Legally distinct. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in this era of Silent Hill, unfortunately. The legally distinct monsters. It's not a lying figure. It's a straitjacket. It's a smog. It's not a bubble-headed nurse. It's my own original Silent Hill OC nurse. And this is a gay jacket. It's a faceless nurse. Alright, we gotta head back through the butcher shop, where I do not believe the butcher will show up again. Because I don't think we're far enough into the game. I think he definitely shows up again later. I think he only shows up, like, in a proper level, though. Oh. Huh. What we got here? Someone has written on the cap, "Help me." Which could mean nothing. Ma'am, are you okay? She's been gutted and split open. God, I wish that were me. What? Who said that? Must have been the wind. We gotta go to the lumber yard. Me when you're a girl, and me when you... Do you really want to be split open by Temu Pyramid? No, I want to be split open by the real deal. Is that a weapon? I got some jagged wood. Oh shit, I could just went behind Town Hall. Okay. I think that was 6. Yeah. Ooh, health drink. Next, find a Badger Girl bandit missing a piece of giant blood in her face. Is that a toaster? You dropped this. She didn't own the piece of wood that hit her in the face. She just became very well acquainted with it. The implication, this is a Wicked Game thing, by the way. The implication is that happened during a failure of negotiations, by the way. For the Weckod. Let the Weckod show. Read Wicked Game, VOD watchers. 100%. You should do that. Is good, so I have been told. So people tell me. I like to think it's pretty good. I used the lumberyard. I think I did a good job. Back at it again in the lumber yard. What else did I want to talk about today? I had a whole bunch of notes. Ah, here's something relevant. So, a new big special edition release of a major silent entry in the Silent Hill series was announced today. Limited Run Games are going to be releasing a physical deluxe edition of Silent Hill: The Short Message. That's right, the 2-hour-long free PS5 game from early 2024 is getting a physical release courtesy of Limited Run Games. Someone has written on the newspaper, "Why are you helping her, Travis? Did you see that nurse?" I did. It was fucked up. And, like, here's the thing. I am going to end up being part of the problem. I am, like, 70% sure I'm just going to end up buying that. Whether I end up pre-ordering it or whether I get it off VGP in, like, a year once it actually comes out. Almost certain I am bound to buy it at some point. Natalie has sent me something. Hold on. Oh, cute. Natalie's been doing Art Fight, and she's been sending me all the stuff that she's getting. I am probably going to end up getting this. So I am part of the problem. And that's terrible on my part. But, like, I don't know, man. That game is, like I said, charitably 2 hours long. It's a good game. I am 100% a Silent Hill: The Short Message enjoyer and a defender. You can go check out the VOD for that if you don't believe me. But it was 2 hours long. They released it for free. This deluxe special edition, it comes with some stuff. You've got, like, the physical game in its case. You've got a nice art poster with Sakura head. You've got some art cards with the graffiti from in the game itself. You've got a nice keychain. There's a certificate of authenticity. It all comes in a really nice box. It's $70 fucking dollars. That is not $70 worth of merchandise. I'm sorry. It is 70 of God's own American dollars. Exactly. That package, especially when the game is free. For a free game. Like, look. $50 I probably could have gotten away with. Like, $50 I'd be like, okay, yeah, you know, for the physical game plus all the doodads. And I mean, like, I'm not a huge fan of limited runs, like, special editions on, like, a good day, because a lot of times it feels like we just took a bunch of, like, promotional material and threw it in a box. It's basically like the premium video game edition of, like, a loot crate, right? Silent Hill: The Short Message is not Deltarune. Like, I remember everyone screaming for Toby Fox to let us pay for Deltarune. Silent Hill: The Short Message is not Deltarune. If it was like $50, I could maybe see just like, okay, for a physical copy of the game, like a physical copy of that game, I would price at, like, if you were giving me a physical copy, I'd price maybe like $25 to $30. Everything else on top of that, okay, I can maybe understand $20 for the rest of it. The game is free on, like, you log in, you go to the PlayStation Store and you look up Silent Hill Short Message. The game is free. You can just download it. You don't even need to pay for it. Everyone has Silent Hill: The Short Message, dipshit, came free with your fucking PlayStation. It's so strange. Like, I don't know, like, is it just going to be the game? Is there going to be, like, any sort of, like, special extra content in there? Like, what is the plan? What is the plan for this guy? Why are you charging $70 for this? This is not a $70 package by any means. In absolutely no goddamn universe is the package that you're giving us worth $70 when the game is free. What are we doing here? What the fuck? This is a free game! It's a free video game. It's a free game. It's a free game. The game's free. Why are we charging $70? Oh man. Free Wicked Game. Wicked Game is free. You can read it right now. Go read Wicked Game. Again, I am 100% going to end up being part of the problem. There is not a universe where I don't buy that. It's a free game, Jim. It's a free game just for you, Jim. Come and get your game, Jim. It's free. Exactly. Oh man. $70 fucking dollars. Shut your fucking mouth. If putting that disc into my PS5 doesn't, like, install a new routine that turns it into, like, a transformer that can suck my dick, it's not worth $70. And you can quote me on that. Don't quote me on that, but you could if you wanted to. Boy, do I have news for you. I'm gonna charge $80 for a printed collection of Wicked Game and shitty JPEG artifacted t-shirt. Oh man. Can I make random things to quote you on instead? I'd prefer if you didn't, like, misattribute things to me. Realistically speaking, I can't stop you from doing so, but I would prefer if you didn't. Oh, I'm in trouble. I don't want that, sir. No. Okay. Hold on. What? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Fair? You said we could quote you on that. I did say that. That's true. Did you include the part where I said that you shouldn't? Let's go to the interstate. Interstate broken. Interstate broken. Here's a cemetery. There's blood splatter. I would like to investigate the blood splatter. All the way to the bank. What's down here? Hello. Thank you. Where is this? Oh, this is the Greenfield Apartments. Hello? take the ammo. Lamp. I had to check. I did in fact include that part. Cool. Good, good. I appreciate that. One of us needs to learn how to YouTube poop sense splice gauge, and it won't be me. Screwdriver. Toaster. Piece of wood. Toaster 2, the sequel to Toaster. They should make a sequel to Toasters. I think that'd be pretty good. I think that's just an air fryer, actually. Damn, fucked up. Razor. A monster! Someone has mutilated it. The blood is all over the room. Here's a piece of paper. We sent them to Mars and rescued the pets. That's true, they did do that. Someone's written on the napkin. Someone made a hole. Go home, Travis. Yo, someone out here making hole? That's great. I'm so happy. The world could use more hole. First aid kit. What the fuck? Floor's broken up here. Looks like it can drop through the lower level. Jump down? Yes! Hole. It's easy and fun to do. There it is, hole. Thank goodness. So happy we were able to find hole. Hello. Mailbox for apartment 213 is overflowing. Looks like the mail hasn't been collected for weeks. 213, huh? Why am I here? Wasn't I supposed to be going to the theater? No, hold on, hold on. Now wait just a fucking second here. Push the button, but the elevator doesn't come. Well, yeah, no. You need to, like, some foreplay first, man. Come on. Is this not the theater? The music's nice, at least. Yeah. No, the theater's over there. Oh, you know what? I wouldn't have been able to get to the theater. I had to go through the apartments. Shut up. Fuck off! Who's making noises? Stop it. Fucking... I'll kill you. $70 fucking dollars. Out of your goddamn mind. He said, still intending on getting it. You cannot kill whole. What was the next thing I wanted to talk about? New Ghost in the Shell anime premiered today. Is good. As somebody who is a big Ghost in the Shell fan, I really like it. I think they captured, like, the visual style of the original manga really well. I am a little worried, because, like, here's the thing. From the Fantastic Four. The idea of them doing Ghost in the Shell, but, like, actually, like, being able to, like, nail the whole vibe of, like, the art, the humor, and everything is cool. I worry about them, like, adhering too rigidly to it, because part of the fun thing about a lot of, like, Ghost in the Shell adaptations is the ways in which they kind of, like, play with the concept. Except for the live-action movie. The live-action movie should not exist and does a bad job. Isn't there a thing that the main character is actually allowed to smile now? Ghost in the Shell Brotherhood. Need to check the theater first. Need to check the theater first. Can't go into public records. Have to check the theater. We don't need to do anything, Travis. You found a fucking theater ticket. Small slot here for tickets. I'm gonna be kind of whiplash compared to what people know from what I recall of manga versus like SAC. No, for sure. I feel like... Hold on. Standalone Complex, I feel like, was always like a really good sort of middle ground between like the vibe of the movie versus the vibe of like the original manga. I like Standalone Complex. Now, this may look imposing, but honestly, it's not as bad as the Sanitarium. Because, I mean, realistically speaking, we're looking at, like, there's not that many rooms. There's just a few, like, really big ones. From what I remember, ain't literally every adaptation completely different for the manga. For the most part, yeah. Like, the first movie basically just kind of, like, grabs a few different chapters from the manga and, like, smashes them together into, like, a single narrative. And then the second movie is actually just a chapter from one of the chapters from the manga, but adapted for the status quo at the time of the film. But then stuff like Standalone Complex or Arise are, like, very different. And will, for the most part, just kind of, like, mostly just kind of, like, play with the concept that it puts forward, with a bunch of different sort of, like, philosophical angles. Folk legends take the costume for Caliban. The designer Bill Ortega has taken a native buffalo spirit, fusing it with the stark, iconic images seen in the ancient local cult of Valtiel. His set design for its dark, cavernous cave was inspired by Owl Cave, a local historical... I don't know shit about the Tempest. I guess there's a Caliban. Some kind of a Caliban. A Caliban of some kind. Oh, hey, Lisa.
What are you doing in here, Lisa?
Sorry if I scared you. I thought I was the only one in here.
Travis,
It's
what are we
dangerous.
doing in here?
Dangerous? You're kidding. The door was open, so I let myself in. I just love the theater, Travis. I want to be an actress. But Mom was a nurse and her mom was a nurse, so I'm going to be a nurse. I've got what it takes, though. I can't stop thinking about you, Travis. I want you. You're all I think about. Let's get the hell out of this crazy town. Run off. The two of us. We could be so good together. See? I could be a star!
Yeah.
Well, see you around.
Well, that was fucking weird. That's all he has to say about it. Yeah. He couldn't think. All his blood was rushing somewhere else. Where are we going? Storage. But. A but. A puppet. Looks like someone is in the middle of repairing it. This thing sucks. Can't see anything useful on the desk. What a nothing protagonist.
Beseech you, Father.
Hence, hang not on my garments.
Sir, have pity. I'll be his shorty.
Silence! One word more shall make me chide thee, if not hate thee. What? An advocate for an impossible... Hush. Thou thinkest there is no more such...
You okay, Tony?
Yes. Yes. Fine. Just a headache. A damned nosebleed. You mind if we stop for a moment?
I do mind, in fact. Well, this nothing protagonist shows up again in Homecoming and is included in one of the sequel hooks in Silent Hill Revelation, I'll have you know. No, Travis isn't very good. Peter, good luck getting anything to work. This place was wired by idiots. The safety curtain is on the same circuit as the spotlights. If a light blows, the whole thing fuses, and you can't move the safety curtain. Idiots! Safety inspectors would blow a fuse, literally, if they saw this stuff. Wouldn't happen in the city. See you when I get back. Eric. Do you think that was the Native American buffalo spirit they used, or something else causing aneurysms? No power. I got some iron weights. Is that a weapon? Hold on. This is gonna take me forever. 1 second. I have so much shit on me now. I love it. Iron weights. They use these to tie down scenery and other theater stuff. Very heavy. Jagged wood. A length of timber, jagged and broken at one end. Not exactly lethal, but better than nothing. Typewriter. A Teddington 1500 portable typewriter in good working order. Travis, how do you know that? Wrench. Looks like the axle wrenches they use back at the truck depot. Meat hook. A cruel-looking curved meat hook, lethally sharp and ideal for piercing flesh. Razor. Whenever I get a haircut, the barber uses one of these. Don't shave much myself. The job doesn't exactly require the clean-cut look. A toaster. Has 2 wide slots for bread, muffins, and pancakes. Made of pretty tough metal. Who puts pancakes in a toaster? Sound off in chat if you put pancakes in a toaster. Very heavy. Let me put it next to the typewriter, TV, pipe wrench, 2 toasters, and a crowbar. Screwdriver. Standard screwdriver. I got a set of these in the truck. Table lamp. The lamp has a heavy, sturdy base. Who puts muffins in a toaster? Wait, they're British. They mean English muffins, don't they? Maybe. Hammer. A long, heavy sledgehammer. This thing could cause some damage. Meat hook, hammer, toaster, jagged wood. Baton. Used to subdue violent patients, this variation on the billy club is durable, but won't cause lasting damage. Drip stand. The kind of stand they hang IVs from in hospitals. Has a surprising heft to it. Scalpel. It's a surgeon's scalpel. Very short, but incredibly sharp. I put a waffle sometimes if it's no longer warm. Yeah, a waffle in a toaster is fine. Why is he carrying an IV stand? Fuck you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Katana. A powerful weapon with a sharp and deadly blade. Portable TV. A heavy portable TV. Not so portable without a socket. Oh, that's a bird outside. Known again to SMH. Why is he carrying 2 of them? I might be carrying more than that. Filing cabinet. A manageable filing cabinet with sharp edges. This is empty. Poker. The kind you use to stoke a fire. It's pretty heavy. It sports a sharp tip. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Is that not obvious? Tire iron used for removing car tires. It's heavy with a sharp tip. Kitchen knife. Nicely sharpened, this steel blade looks like the kind of thing you'd expect to see in a decent chef's set. Travis, why do you have an entire file cabinet? Don't worry about it. Alcohol bottle. A bottle for medicinal alcohol, made with thick, heavy glass. This is empty. Razor, meat hook, filing cabinet, wrench, alcohol bottle, wrench, drip stand, screwdriver, tire iron, baton, jagged wood. Travis, airport security, like? True. But yeah, Ghost in the Shell, good. I like Ghost in the Shell. And the new anime is nice. And good and nice. Oh yeah, this is my ancient ritual razor-knuckled gauntlet. I carry it with me everywhere. Oh right, we need to look at, we do need to look at the secret ones. The Moon Gauntlets, a pair of powerful, mystical gauntlets. Oh, wait, no, unequip. Examine. Engraved in the metal of the gauntlets is the phrase, watched over by the lonely moon. Fire axe. Long-handled axe. Very strong, very powerful, and wickedly sharp. Put those on the fursuit. Great cleaver. The favored tool of the butcher. Let's take a look at the firearms. We got the Tesla rifle. The Tesla rifle harnesses the power of moonbeams to dispense unlimited electric death. Rumor has it the gun was developed using alien technology. It's a target pistol. The kind of thing you see on a gun range. It stings more than it bites. Shotgun. This shotgun only takes 2 cartridges at a time, but at close range, it's unstoppable. The butcher. Dong. Dong. Funny hammer. Of course, the lightning gun is powered by the moon, not lightning, obviously. Locked from the other side. Oh. Damn. Okay, that's fine. Gage, I got MVP playing as Nepo Baby Monkey and Star Fox the other night. I'm making him earn his wings. Another funny puppet. Uh-oh! Fuck! Hold on. You know what? Actually, fuck this thing. Oh, nope. Don't do that. He bought it. Star Fox multiplayer pretty fun. I think I'd actually just like to play it more often. Hey Maestro, why did we give the mannequins teeth? How else are they supposed to bite things? Stupid question. Seems jammed. Portable TV. Oh, dressing room. Oh, hold on, let me use the fire axe for a bit. Oh, another katana. Sick. Trying to finish up this Kung Pao chicken, but like, I've eaten so much of it that it's more peanuts than chicken at this point. Travis holds the cleaver like it's a fucking Gmod prop. Jack says the town is located on old spiritual ground. Hopefully we will be blessed. Prospero, shaman, feathers, smoke, totemic magic, aerial, air spirit, flight, projection, puppets? Hey man, what if we updated this Shakespeare play with like cultural appropriation? I think we could really bring it into the 20th century. Oh. Alright. What if we added colonial and manifest density to the fucking Tempest? Hold on, there's more. Caliban, Buffalo Spirit, Skins, and Burkoffian Performance. On all fours. Poor actor. Toilet. Okay, so we know there's a mirror in there. Something's blocking it. Can't open the door. Seems jammed. Something's blocking it. Just files and invoices. Hello. I got the sun totem. Kept making jokes about Umbrella Corps scientists making notes about the dumb shit they do. Guys, we got the sun totem. Aren't you excited about the sun totem? Health drink. Oh. Service pistol ammo. The service pistol. Monday, rehearsals, fantastic. New costumes, fantastic. All in all, fantastic. Tuesday, strange day. Girl snuck into theater today. Playing hooky, no doubt. Took pity, let her sit and watch the run-through. Very useful feedback. Terrified by Caliban. Good job, costume department. Seemed to dislike Prospero intensely. Proceedings brought to premature end by poor Tony getting a shocking nosebleed during Act 1, Scene 2. Will continue tomorrow. So that bit that we heard earlier with the dude getting a nosebleed, that's because Alessa was there and she does not like Prospero. I think this might be the stupidest survival horror environmental note I've read. Keep watching. Maybe it'll get dumber. Oh. I do want to read about the service pistol real quick. Okay, reload, examine. This U.S. Army surplus weapon is well used, but still as smooth as ever. Smooth as butter. Ah, fuck. I hate these fucking things. It's hard to beat actual haunted buffalo, but somehow they managed it. We could go dumber. For the record, I don't think they used actual buffalo for Caliban. It's just kind of like evoking the imagery of a buffalo spirit. It's locked, which is not much better, but you know, important distinctions is all. My phone is buzzing so much. Why is my phone buzzing? Anyway. So this level does actually have kind of a neat mechanic. Like, genuinely, that we'll get to see in a little bit. Which they actually do something similar in Downpour for one of the side quests. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Nope. Fuck. God damn it. Hit these fucking things. Fuck. Please tell me you saved recently. Thankfully, I don't think I'm doing that badly with... Yeah, no, I'm not. I haven't even taken damage. So, no worries there. But I don't think I'm going to fuck with aerials. Which is what those are. That monster type is called aerial. Hello. Balcony corridor key. Service pistol ammo. Cool, cool. Awesome, cool. Oh, they don't actually hurt you. Yeah, I think with the their grapple itself doesn't hurt you over the course of like it resolving. It has to like actually resolve for it to do anything to you. Okay. I don't think I want to go here yet. Okay, I can only go there now. That's fine. There was one other note that I had here. Oh, okay, another relevant thing. I'll wait until after we get out of the other world, because it is very loud in here. It is so incredibly Yamaoka in here. This thing. On either side of the door are two deep square holes. Set into the door is a plaque which reads, "I am a child torn by twin desires. I stand before a door. My right hand calls to the light. My left hand ushers in the darkness." Okay, well, we have the sun totem. Slide that in there. Just so it gets out of our inventory. Mexican wrestling outfit. Blaze had clothes that belonged to an infamous serial killer. Clothes were worn by a man who charted new lands. Oh, that looks terrible, actually. Collector outfit. That also looks bad. Daredevil outfit. Oh, we already... Explorer outfit. Savior outfit. Okay, this doesn't look great, but... Get a load of that shit. Eh? Eh? Sharpshooter outfit. Belongs to a gun enthusiast. Okay. Ambassador outfit. A tight-fitting spacesuit. Is that what this is? Sprinter outfit. So I think this one allows you to run consistently without getting tired. Stalker outfit. Okay. Weaponsmith outfit. Okay. fireman outfit. So you get this one by completing the opening sequence under like a minute, I think, which requires you to skip cutscenes. Codebreaker outfit, something I wore to a Halloween party. So this is just Vincent from Silent Hill 3, his outfit. There's a fun fact about this though. So you see how this one has glasses? You see how this one has glasses? In the PS2 version of the game, the transparent texture for the glasses is broken. So you get the glasses, and then there's just like a big black rectangle just completely across Travis's eyes. It looks bad. Okay, we gotta head back on out of here. Something's blocking it. Can't imagine what. Probably the weird tree limbs. Appreciate that this other world is fucked up by overgrowth. That's a neat touch. Yeah. I feel like pretty consistently other worlds in Silent Hill games tend to be like pretty solid for the most part. I think that is sort of like... Hold on, I'm gonna have some more chicken real quick. I think there's something to be said about like going to your environmental artist and being like, okay, so to start with, we need a totally normal location, a regular ass theater. I need you to just give us a regular theater. Okay? Okay? Cool. Now, fuck that shit up severely. Yeah, that talk during SH2R about how many of them turn to rust and blood, but you go pretty buck wild. But you can go pretty buck wild with ideas. Yeah, for sure. It's unfortunate that there are some where it's like less interesting. Here's the thing. So, Silent Hill Shattered Memories has some really neat stuff in its other worlds, but you don't get a chance to like really sit around and like check them out, because the entire concept of their other worlds is that you have to be like constantly sprinting through them because you're on the run from monsters. It's a similar thing with Downpour, where like Downpour has some like cool shit going on, but like there's also like, I don't know, Downpour's is weird because like I feel like the best ones are ones where it's just like, this is just what you recognize, but perverted, you know? Like, that's what you get with, like, Silent Hill 1. That's what you get with Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3. You get that with Silent Hill Origins. You do get that to an extent in Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Homecoming, not so much, honestly. Homecoming's Otherworlds stuff is pretty weak. Like, it feels like they went all in on, like, the dope-ass Otherworld shifting, but then, like... Yeah, I mean, we'll get to it. And then Downpour is, like... Downpour is just, like... Like, Otherworlds are just, like, other like new levels or new gameplay sequences. It's not even like we're not talking about like you've spent the last like half an hour, 45 minutes exploring this map. Now we're going to completely flip it on its head, and you need to like explore it while it's full of like new dangers and puzzles and stuff. Downpours, other worlds remind me of the room. Yeah, a little bit. I don't quite get how a twisted theater is overgrown with trees, but it's neat. It is. All right, I need to be right back. Natalie requires my assistance with something. So I'm going to leave y'all here with Hang Castle Zone Inverted. And we'll be right back. All right, we're back. And hello, AK4. Welcome. Okay. So what do we got? We got the balcony key. Losing my damn mind. Welcome back. Not okay? Yeah, she's fine. She needed to take her medication for the night, and then helped her lay down. Save my funny little game. What are you looking at, Travis? Oh. Tis just the power switch. Oh shit. Fucking scared the shit out of me. That thing was inanimate when we came in here the first time. Now I think with aerials in particular, they can only hang from the ceiling like that if you're in an area where like the ceiling is like notably low. If we're in like a bigger room like this, I want to say they can't spawn like hanging upside down like a puppet. But they will spawn like already walking on their hands, I believe. I think we got to go up here. Fuck you. I gotta say, I do not have a problem with the whole, turning up the brightness all the fucking way. Is it particularly moody? No, but... How do you know if you've killed too many enemies, by the way? I get the bad ending. You have to kill like 300 or something, so like I'm trying to like avoid enemies when I can versus like constantly killing them whenever I have the opportunity to. First aid kit. Oh, hold on. Oh, here we go. 750 watt light bulb, 125 watt light bulb, 250 watt light bulb, 500 watt light bulb, Do I smell a math puzzle? Peter, as expected, the spotlights are as screwy as the rest of this place. Finally got them working. My trusty voltmeter saved the day again. Remember, you need all the lights working, otherwise the circuit blows. Throwing the circuit breaker gets old fast. Here are my notes. B has to be half the wattage of D. A plus B must not exceed C. Wattage of D must not exceed A. Break a leg. Eric. Eric, why wouldn't you just tell us what the fucking wattages are? You fucking piece of shit. Okay, hold on. All right. So B has to equal D divided by 2. A plus B has to be less than C. And D has to be less than A. So with that in mind, let's look at what we've got for items. We've got 500, 250, 125, and 750. So only 2 of these have the capacity to be B. Just 125, which is half of 250, or 250, which is half of 500. Then A plus B has to be less than C, and D has to be less than A. Okay. Okay. I think B is 125. Yes? No? No, hold on. Okay. Don't tell me. I can figure this out. So there's only 2 that D can be, because there's only 2 that B can be. D has to be either 250 or 500, because B has to be either 125 or 250. If you actually want home, okay. Understood. The combination of A and B needs to be less than C, but D needs to be less than A. So A can't be 750. Because if it was 750, it would already be more than anything that C could be. And whatever A is, D has to be less than it. So C would have to be 750. So C is 750. Because A can't be 750. All right, hold on. But D has to be less than A. So D has to be the smaller of the 2 options. So B is 125. So, okay. A is 500, B is 125, C is 750, D is 250. I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay, hold on. A is 500. B is 125. C is 750. D is... Whoa. Taking my shirt off. That's what it is. $250. Let me get this hat off too. Hold on. Oh, that's not it. Oh. Which one was the hat? There we go. Okay. Head's itchy. Okay. That moved up there. Hold on, let me shrink that down a little bit. Okay. So here's my proposed solution. So B is 125 because 125 is 250 divided by 2. A, 500, plus B, 125, is 625, which is less than 750. And 250 is less than 500. Without looking it up, that is the math I got. So, I mean, we're going to have to get to the actual lights themselves to, like, actually try and put it together. But I feel pretty confident. I'm going to take the screwdriver. Because the lighting in this place is screwy! And I bet you didn't even get... I bet you didn't even have to get that with... you didn't even have to take your shirt off to get that, I bet. Meanwhile, I have this bodysuit bound to 1 on the number pad. Because I'm a fool. Ouch! Locked on the other side, excuse me. Why do you have a battle one anyway? It just seemed like an easy, like, I just wanted something to sort of, like, easily be able to, because when I start up VC Face, the model starts off completely naked. So it's just like, okay, I need buttons to quickly hit to, like, put the clothes on. So just like, okay, I'll use the number pad. But the problem is that I've also trained myself to type numbers with the number pad just normally, as opposed to using, like, the row at the top of the keyboard. Which is a problem, as you've seen. It's also how I stick my tongue out. That's 9 on the number pad. Health drink. How am I doing on health? I should probably... Yeah, there we go. Close the symbols, plus sign or something. Nah. I feel like a button that makes you naked should be harder to accidentally hit. Harder or easier? I got the moon totem. Okay, straight ahead and unlock this door. Cool. Reload that. Oh, shit. Gotta get to the men's dressing room. Purpose of streaming harder, but... Nah, it's fine. If there was ever any concern of any of my model being seen below the waist, maybe I'd be worried about that, but... This ain't that kind of stream. Whatever you do in Miku Miku dances between you and God. Ain't that the fucking truth? Ow! Always forget how quick that lunge is. How much did that hurt me? Fucking hit me pretty goddamn hard, actually. Just you wait, Carrion. Pretty sure you get replaced by Caliban eventually. Caliban is going to be one of those bosses that, like, ends up replacing a bunch of and what am I trying to say? It's going to be one of those bosses that ends up showing up in the overworld as an enemy. Oh, fuck my life! Nope. Ain't dealing with that shit. No, sir. Square stone totem with a moon symbol painted on it. Use! Cool that we look down a fucked up hallway and see a carrion twerking. True. Fuck you. Costume storage. There's a mirror here. Alright, let's keep looking around. Fuck you. Kitchen knife. Ooh! The hunting rifle. You're just giving us so many fucking guns. Right, let's head back to costume storage, warp back to the fog world. Native American totem pole. Since what happened to Tony, I've dreamt about him more and more. The Butcher. He looks just like that monster, the Executioner. Now I've seen him when I'm awake. He's at my motel. It's him. I swear it. Jesus, okay. I think I'd be more upset about, like, oh, generic Native American totem pole if it wasn't for the fact that just, like, okay, yeah, I mean, like, what do you expect a bunch of 1970s yuppies in Maine to come up with, you know? Realistically speaking. Why did I say Maine with so much fucking venom? Jesus Christ. Ow. What do I have against Maine? It's okay, Maine deserves it. having a fun time. Ooh, a save point. Is there anything else in here? Anything like I need? Weights! Save my funny little game. Hey, I'm from Maine. My condolences. We have fun here. Okay, we got anything good over in... Ooh, ampoule. Got anything good in storage? No, is the answer to that. Okay, so we got catwalks. We can do our little turn on the catwalk. Okay. Label says A, it's missing a bulb. Catwalks, sometimes they run. True. So A was the 500 watt bulb. B was 125. C was 750. And D was 250. That's probably fine. Hello, G-Man. Welcome. Oh, shit. Okay, so now that we've done that, we just need to get the safety curtain raised, which... Okay, we gotta go downstairs for that. And turn to our left, and then immediately to our right. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, fuck. And that's how you use the drip stand, by the way. If you were curious. Okay, so directly behind us is the door we want to go through. Ow, fucker. Heavy switch labeled curtain control. Should I pull it? Yes. Sounds like the curtains come up. Potato chips. So, this is where we get this level's most interesting thing that it does. So let's go ahead and head out on stage. And you can see, stage is completely empty. And there's a huge fuck off mirror at the back. Now, let's say that we go ahead and use this fuck off huge mirror. Come to the other side and like, what's on the other side? Ah, it's just a big ol' empty otherworld stage. Actually. This door is jammed. This door is blocked. Thinks that's broken. Let's head over to the other side. Nothing happens. Something's blocking it. And there just isn't anything here. Okay. So yeah, nothing really going on here. Big empty stage with fucked up cameras. Fucked up spotlights, but otherwise, yes. But hey, what's this over here? We got scenery and props, and one of the handles is missing. Let's pull this scenery lever. Okay, some trees and like a background. We got a table here. Oh, but nothing seemed to have happened when we did that. What if we do this? Bring out another tree. Oh. Well, now, if we were to go through this big fuck-off mirror... suddenly, the empty stage is gone, and we find ourselves in a dark forest. This is the coolest thing that this particular level, and quite honestly, if we're being so fucking for real, the entire fucking game does. Like, this is the peak. This is the peak of the game, like, using its, like, primary world switching mechanic in the most interesting possible way. Got the stage office key.
Be not afeared. The isle is full of noises, sounds and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices that, if I then had waked after long sleep, will make me sleep again. And then, in dreaming, clouds methought would open and show riches, ready to drop upon me that, when I waked, I cried to dream again.
Did I get Kung Pao chicken sauce on my work keyboard? I did. Fucked up. 1 second. It's a cheap little keyboard. It's not that big a deal, but I'd prefer it not be like that. Like, on one hand, sure, it's just stage dressing, but it's cool. It's neat. Like, the idea of doing something in the fog world that affects the other world that you go to with the mirror is cool. Now, again, like I said, Downpour does some similar stuff, primarily with the Hansel and Gretel play scene in the orphanage, and then the side quest at the movie theater. But I do think that the way that this game does it is a lot more interesting. Now that's a cave. We know that our other prop is a table. This is the kind of thing you could build an entire major section of a game, yeah. Table don't belong in a cave. Table do belong in a library, though. So now there's the question of, well, okay, what prop do we need to get for the cave setting? And what is that even going to result in? Amongst the tribes who have developed the ability to control and focus their projections, there exists one that is feared throughout the whole community. Their shaman claims to have the ability to kill with thought alone, projecting his desire to kill into the body of the victim. Throughout these case studies, we see the victim's brain struggling to cope with the conflict caused by abuse at the hands of a loved one. In many of these cases, the abused child's self appears to split in two. One personality continues to love the abuser and seeks their approval. The other personality contains all the rage and anger of the abused and in many ways becomes a mirror of the abuser, seeking to inflict its pain on others. Sadly, it is often this self that becomes dominant. How much of that is still accurate with modern psychological theory? Debatable. Once again, man, isn't it so cool this town is built on ancient Native American burial ground? Chapter 2, Repression Coercion. It is a fact well known to intelligence services and military agents, the more controlled a mind, the more a mind censors itself. The easier it is for outside influences to take hold and piggyback such mental programming. This is why these agencies choose for their pawns those individuals most compromised by their own mental issues. Fucked up, if true. Like, this is cool. This is so fucking neat. I love video games. Damn pool. Rifle ammo. Chapter 3, Manifestations of Delusions. Phenomena, such as telekinesis, poltergeists, to use a popular term, often occur. These seem frequent alongside negative emotions, fear, worry, or stress, suggesting it is these emotions which are manifesting as external energy with physical effects. Nightmares are especially strong triggers. In all cases, these phenomena arise from children or adolescents, and the overwhelming majority of subjects are female. Anyway, that's enough of that. The library is optional. We don't need to be here. There's also like one thing that Silent Hill does really well sometimes is here's this weird fucked up thing. Want to know more about it? Nope. Like the Dark Forest is really the kind of like main thing that we go for. So where do we need to go? We need to go to the stage office, so we have to go through curtain control. Let's save our funny little game. I think we'll probably finish the theater and then call it a night. We've been going for a little bit. Oh, no. Would rather not. We want to hang left and head down the hallway. Oh, fuck. Nope. Ah, shit. No, let's just leave it on this. This is fine. God, nothing of interest. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Gage, what did you do in this game? I don't know. That was weird. Papers and books. Papers and books. Papers and books. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Okay, we gotta get back through to curtain control. Listen, this shit is why I usually like to play on like original hardware. Okay, I don't have to worry about this sort of thing usually. Ow, bitch. Travis, can you move in the slow time? The world. I'm Travis Grady. This is what I sound like, probably. Zawarudo. Whoop. Here's the cave. Let's get the cave's prop in there. A thin metal lever. One end is threaded to be screwed into a socket. I used the lever. Huh. Well, a dark cave is manifested on the other side of the mirror. That's probably fine, right? The fuck is this thing? Some sort of costume suspended from the ceiling above. It's made of musty-smelling fur and rope. This is probably fine. Yeah, alright. Oh shit. So this is Caliban. This does not look very Buffalo-like. Nope. But don't worry about it. Caliban is our boss for this level, but will become a standard enemy. Won't be any smaller, though. Oh, shit. I actually really like Caliban's design. Just a big, nondescript dude folded over himself. Honestly, kind of cool for a fucked up monster thing. Yeah, 100%. Got the falsehood piece.
You need these, don't you?
You'll remember that said that Alessa didn't really like Caliban very much. She was scared of the costume.
Not again.
Oh god, I'm up. Well done. We're just gonna look at this for a little bit. Fuck this thing. Yeah, for real. Aw. Yeah, my god, death pose. A little bit, huh? Hold on, I'm checking my phone real quick. Alright. What esoteric fucking clue is this thing gonna give me for where to go next? It's a motel key.
Riverside Motel.
Oh.
I think I've been there before.
See, that's fine. Travis being like, wait, hold on. I know that place. I've been there before. That's fine. That at least, like, reinforces that this is, like, Travis's, like, genuine, actual decision to do this shit, you know? I want to go to public records. Please let me into public records. Hey, look, character motivation. Exactly. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Nothing worth reading here. True. Fuck books. The only thing worth reading is Wicked Game. No, I'm kidding. There's a lot of stuff worth reading out there. But read Wicked Game, though. Just useless information. Can't see anything interesting. Gauge Wicked Game is book length. Looks like the fire started on the first floor and spread to the rest of the house. Circumstances are suspicious. Someone has ruled through this text and added a new paragraph. Seems there was an accident in the basement. An old boiler caused a fire that spread to the rest of the building. The cause would appear to be accidental. Report continues unaltered. Am I supposed to read Wicked Game or fuck Wicked Game? Well, despite firefighters' best efforts, it spread to the surrounding houses. Alessa Gillespie was declared dead at the scene by Dr. Kaufman. Her body was identified by her mother. Death certificate and coroner's report will be forthcoming. There's some, like, prevailing fan theory about, like, that bit with regards to, like, the boiler explosion that I don't know that I've ever really, like, fully understood. Because of the concerns expressed by her teacher, it was important to fully look into the matter. The officer spoke with Mrs. Gillespie and her daughter and saw no evidence of any neglect or abuse. He felt that Mrs. Gillespie seemed a model parent, bringing her daughter up in a strict religious household. Further, in order to satisfy the complainant's request, we had Dr. Kaufman from Alchemilla speak with the girl alone. He said that any talk of rituals or cults were simple childish fantasies. Mrs. Gillespie's only crime in his eyes was having read her daughter too many fairy tales. We have closed the complaint. Can you imagine, like, if I recall correctly, this is the way that it used to happen, where it's just like, you know, someone would be like, hey, I think maybe this child's mother might be abusing her. And then they, like, call in the mom and the child, and it's just like, so we received a report that you might be abusing your child. Just, like, right in front of both of them. And it's just like, bro, this is not how you... Jesus fuck. I'm not saying, like, the systems we have these days, like, are any better or anything, or that there's not still issues, but, like, boy howdy, this sort of shit used to be, like, tough. This sort of shit used to be, like, tough to actually, like, diagnose and, like, properly address. So there's not a whole lot in the records office. I think there's only a records office here because there was a bit with the records office in the Silent Hill movie. Maybe. There's a baton, energy drink, monster. Oh, fuck. Shit. Ow, bitch. Shit. Why are these guys so caked up too? What the hell? Yeah, I hear ya. Give me a moment. Filing cabinet. Kuntz. We out here on Kuntz. Oh my god, that thing's fucking huge. Jesus Christ. Oh god. Why are you so big? dissolves into smoke because the model's too big for them to just leave it in the street. Oh boy. They're like super caked. Throw another filing cabinet. I only had the one on hand. Well, no, I've got way more than that. Ow, fucker. Ah, bitch. Oh, shit. Again with this. Hold on. I'm gonna pop an ampoule. That's fine. Hot dog. 2103. Is that a fucking shovel? Oh shit. I want to go to the disco. Now you can fill hole. I could fill hole just fine before, if you know what I mean. Cha-cha. Ugh. Oh. Nope, square that time. Shit. X. Oh god, get me out of here. Oh god, get me out of here. Why do I keep getting double teamed by carrions and straitjackets? What is this? Save me, Andy's bookshop. Whatever, just fill the hole filler. Andy, everything is fine. Sold lots of books. Have locked your keys in the cash register. The combination is your Greenfield apartment number. Hope you enjoyed your vacation. Dharma. Yes. I think it's 213. Yes. Okay, cool. Got the bookstore key. Back door. Ooh. I got the assault rifle. They just got this thing just hanging out? Why does that guy look like me? Why does this bookstore have a fucking AK in it? What? Hold on a fucking second. What's the book called? Modern Soldier, the new bestseller. Oh, excuse me, no. Modern Soldier is the author's name. The book is called The New Bestseller. First name Modern, last name Soldier. What the fuck am I saying? Why do I need a map for Andy's books? Oh, hold on. So this is actually a fire escape that you can go up in Silent Hill 1, where I think you go up here to fight Float Stinger. We have a different reason for being up here, though. The Room 502 key. Looks like mods. Shout out to friend of the stream, Zilla. Oh, hey, look, it's the other hospital. Oh, fuck me. Alright, so we need to find... Oh, motel's just down there. I wonder if we can just... Can we just go down Crichton Street? Just unimpeded? Unmolested? Probably not. Probably won't get down Crichton Street without getting at least a little molested. Hot dog! Sorry. Oh, fuck. General stores, for your convenience. Can I go in here? Cool. So Since when does Travis Grady have a reason to do anything? True! Alright, what's around here? Got an ampoule. That's pretty good. Time to go shopping. We got ammo! I would like to get this last box of ammo. Please? Thank you. Service pistol ammo. Oh, hey, it's Chizaruya. Screwdriver. Toolbox. Toolbox to carry all my screwdrivers. I used to love this brand of ice cream when I was a kid. When I grew up, I lost my sweet tooth. Okay. Someone has written on the receipt, here comes a candle to light you to bed. Here comes the butcher to chop off your head. Cool, man. Thanks. Minus the dead side. Broken pole. Don't have a map for this area. Actually, hold on. Oh, no, it's locked from the other side. Okay, so point of no return then. God, I'm glad I stopped and got that key. I completely forgot that we were supposed to stop after the fucking... Ow! Son of a bitch. I forgot we were supposed to stop after the theater, so... I'm going a little over time here. Okay. Hold on. Overshot. Oh, no, it's just busted here. Okay, cool. Okay, you're bothering me. Oh, shit. Never mind. Maybe down here? Ooh, a health drink. Yeah, I really do need to wrap up, though, for faux real. Oh, hey, there's a Caliban. We're not gonna fuck with him. We're just gonna go. Stuff over here. Got tire iron, rifle ammo, health drink. Anything down this way? There's another Caliban. Like you do. We're getting closer to the Riverside Motel, so that's nice. Oh god, Travis, pick it up a little quicker. Carrions for days. Here we go. Here's the motel. I would like to get into the motel. Please let me into the motel. Thank God. Okay, let's find a save point. Oh, I didn't even get to talk about the whole thing with the Return to Silent Hill Blu-ray. Oh well. We'll save that for Thursday. Here's our save point. That's going to be it for today. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark. That's AcidXSHARK, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream was done by Audrey and B of Team Catpull, who you can find on various socials media at Team Catpole. That's TEAMCATPLE. That's Blue Sky, Tumblr, YouTube, Twitch. They do great work. Highly recommend checking their stuff out. When they're open for commissions, I highly recommend commissioning them. Don't email them. Use the VGen. VTuber is done by Teva. You can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow. That's TEVAMEOW, with rigging by V747, who you can find on Patreon. Upcoming streams, we'll probably finish Silent Hill Origins on Thursday, which would mean we can move on to Homecoming Friday and Saturday, and then continue Homecoming next Tuesday. I definitely think we'll be in Homecoming by Saturday. But I think we could finish this game. We've only got the motel left. Well, motel and nowhere. Man, that's it. Yeah, pretty much. There's not a whole lot of this game left. I think that's it. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody. Read Wicked Game.